Please put your hands together for Cecily Nobler.
Hello. What a good-looking crowd you guys are. Seriously. You guys are beautiful. Okay, I took a little bit of ecstasy before I came up here tonight. No, that's ridiculous. I would never do that. I am really drunk. No, but I do have some advice if you are a drug user or you're a drinker. Don't use any substances alone in your apartment if you then plan to buy things on eBay. Okay. I learned that the hard way. I was home, I'd had a martini. That turned into 6, 7 martinis. That works for me. That's my thing, that's what I do. And I decided now would be an awesome time to buy shit online. Long story short, thank you, Mr. Martini. I'm now the proud owner of 9 Gabe Kaplan dolls. And I feel like we only need 2 Gabe Kaplan dolls in our life, right? 9's excessive. And you're gonna find this hard to believe, I now actually own the rights to the Small Wonder television series. I know. eBay. $200. And now I have a great responsibility, sir, to make that little robot shine. Okay, so I'm having I've had trouble in the love department. My mom likes to give me love advice. And she always uses like these cliche expressions, but she gets them wrong. Like, what's the one, no one's gonna wanna buy the cow if you get the milk for free, right? You've heard that. Here's what my mother actually said to me. She said, Cecily, no one's gonna wanna take the cow to dinner if the cow keeps giving them blowjobs. Mom, I feel like we no longer need the cow in this scenario. Cow is no longer necessary, and plus I don't do that. That is disgusting. But I have actually been using her advice. I no longer give countless blowjobs. And I'm dating someone. I've been listening to her, and I'm dating someone, and it's going pretty well. And we're getting to know each other, and I recently asked him the question that I think every girl asks her boyfriend eventually, just for safety reasons alone. I think you know what, which is that, if you had to have anal sex with a male celebrity, who would it be? If you had to. And he's like, no, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I'm like, if you had to, you had to. You had to, because I would take the gun. Can't take the gun. You had to do it. You had to do it. And he goes, if I had to, Haley Joel Osment. I know. Gross. And I was like, oh my God, he's 11. He's 11 years old. And he goes, he just turned 13. That's a man in my book. I know. Gross. Talk to him. I've been pretending lately that I'm Alanis Morissette, because I apparently kind of look like her. And Alanis is here. I apparently kind of look like her, and I just do it to get out of speeding tickets and get free drinks, but it doesn't really work that well, because I guess Alanis Morissette wouldn't find herself alone and crying at El Compadre. But I do it anyway. And I was there recently, and sometimes it works, and the manager came over and he was like, excuse me, Ms. Morissette? And I was like, yeah. Yeah, they're towing your neon. You might want to... So I've been having a lot of anxiety dreams, and I dreamt recently that I was dating Hitler. And it was really weird and kind of awkward in the dream, because in it he knew I was Jewish. So there were already a lot of things we couldn't talk about. You know what I mean? It's like, we know the problem's there, but we close our eyes to it. And for some reason in the dream we were on the phone, and he was kind of sweet-talking me, sure. And he gets a call waiting, Hitler. And I guess he thought he clicked over, because I heard like a clicking sound, and then I heard, we must move forward with a plan. I'm like, you know what? Still me, Hitler. I know what you're doing, and it's not cool. And the saddest part of the dream is that I stayed with him. I stayed with Hitler even though I knew of his plans to kill me and all of my people. Because I'm a fixer. Artsy Hitler. All right, I'm going to leave you with this. Back to the guy that I've been dating. Perhaps you'll remember him as the pedophile. It's hard to date someone. He does what I do, which is cry every day and pray to the Lord for it all to end. No, he's a comic. And we're very competitive. Because he's very successful. He books a lot of commercials. He has a checking account. Whatever. But I started thinking, if it's hard to date him, I wonder what it would have been like to date Jesus. Because I feel like Jesus was always doing something great. You know what I mean? It's Jesus, so he's always doing something really amazing. And like if we dated, we probably would have lived together, and I'd ask him how his day was. And because he's Jesus and he's great, he would try to downplay his day to make me feel better. So he'd be like, it was all right, I guess. There was this guy and he couldn't see. So I touched his head and now he can see. But you got your SAG vouchers and that is fucking great. That's great. And just by luck, he'd probably dabble in acting, and so he would trump me in the miracle department and also as an actor. So he'd come home and be like, hey, Sess, how was your commercial audition? I'd be like, it's all right. What about you, Christy? And he'd be like, pretty good. I think I got Mountain Dew. I'm on a fail. That's industry talk for no. I didn't get it. And then we'd probably like go, I'd be like second fiddle, you know, I'd always be in his shadow. We'd go to parties and people would be like, hey, I know you. You're Jesus' girlfriend. I'd be like, you know what? I have a name. And it's Alanis Morissette. Thanks, guys.
So my ex-boyfriend likes to role play. He was like really into role playing and he wanted me to do it. And I like a good play. Who doesn't? Who likes to? And so the problem with me and role playing is I'm not very good at it because A, I'm too literal, and B, I tell the truth. So he goes, well, why don't you be like a nurse and I'll be like a naughty patient. So it's like, okay. Well, hello, Mr. Walters. I would like to give you your sponge bath, but you've been a bad boy. And he's like, really? Yeah, really? Okay. And I go, no, seriously, I'm not going to do it. Your HMO didn't go through. And so he's like, obviously you're not getting how this works, so why don't you do it? You choose what we do. So I'm like, okay, I can do this. Okay, you're a construction worker, okay? And I am a sexy lady walking across the street like in a little short, like a little cute skirt, and you see me, but you're gay, so you don't say anything. So he broke up with me. Speaking of which, this is my favorite thing to do, and you guys can use this too. It is so much fun to do this. I like to call ex-boyfriends after we've broken up like maybe 6 to 8 years prior. So we haven't talked for like 6 to 8 years, and do this. Hey, it's me, Sess. So are we moving forward with this? Are we good? I know we decided to take some time off, and you're doing that marriage and kids thing. I've got some shit going on too. I'm very, very, very busy. But I can't wait forever. It's also fun to do it with like old jobs. Like I like to call jobs that I had in high school, and just like, hello, this is Cecily Nobler. I will not be coming in today. Like, you haven't worked here in 20 years. I'm like, right, so it should come as no surprise. I will leave you with this. I wasn't kidding about the breakup thing. It was really hard. It was so hard. And but I decided this breakup, I am not going to wallow in it. I'm gonna make something positive out of this. So I went to the Bodhi Tree, or the Bodhi Tree. Do you guys know that place? It's like kind of like a new agey bookstore, for those who don't know. And they, yeah,
Love it.
And they sell like self-help books and crystals and stuff. So I went in, and the lady was like, hello, hi. I would like to buy a book on spells and how to cast spells. And she goes, oh, we have all kinds of spell books, like, bringing love into your life and money. There's financial spells. I'm like, yeah, no. I am looking to fuck somebody's shit up pretty good. Pretty good. So she pointed me in the direction. She's like, all right, I don't condone this, but we have some black magic, books over there. So I went just to screw with her, because she was getting on my nerves. I went and got a book and came back and was like, okay, this is exactly what I'm going to get this. And I'm also going to need to, do you know where I could find, like, the tail of a monkey? And I'm going to need a lock of Alan Thicke's hair. This is just for a spell. That's all it is. She's like, I don't know, you could try eBay. All right, that's my time. You guys are awesome.